Yes, okay.
What did I say? One of you, Jeff, just explain to me what did I explain just now in this.
So
Yeah.
in this left one, the x is the unknown,
Ah.
and whenever the unknown is inside after A, then it is row transformation. And
The
if
first,
it is,
yeah. So
and
we
if
will call it the
the
second matrix. Second matrix is unknown.
if the second matrix is unknown, then it is row transformation.
Ah.
And if the first matrix is unknown, then it is column transformation.
And then what are the row transformation that we can do with A and B? With A and B, what can we do?
We can multiply a row
First
and
is magic.
interchanging the rows, multiplying a row, multiplying a row with a number, and then adding with the row.
Okay. And in this, what are the operations we can do? In this one, interchange a column. Instead of
Interchange the
row, what do you
column.
use column? Interchanging column. Then what we can do?
Multiply the column.
Multiply a column with a number. Then multiply a column with a number and add or subtract to another column.
Another column.
These are the operations that we can do. Is it okay? So we are going to practice today and do some problems based on it. So can we start? Yesterday I had given you one question. So I will just take a question for you. A matrix X, find matrix X. Such that AX equal to B, where A is equal to 1, 2, minus 1, 3. The B is equal to 0, 1, 2, 4. All right. So first, what we'll do, are you writing with me the question? Please write the question. First, you substitute in the equation. AX equal to B. A is what? 1, 2, minus 1, 3. X equal to B is 0, 1, 2, 4. Now the step number 1 is, say, look at this. I'm going to denote this as A11, A12, A21, A22. A11 means the first row, first column element. So A11 should be converted to 1. Now in this problem, A11 is already 1. So we don't have to do anything. Otherwise, we may have to arrange it. We have to make it. Then you have to make A210. Then after that, next step is A22 to be made 1. And your fourth step is A12 to be made 0. Write the steps. These are the steps. Have you written?
Yes.
All of you have
Sorry,
written?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Sir, 1 minute.
Yes, yes. This element should be made 0. How can you make this minus 1 0? Can anybody tell me? How can you make minus 1 0?
Add 1.
By add 1.
Add 1, you cannot do add 1 like this. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. This we cannot do. So no such operation, and there's no such operation.
Minus 1.
Yeah, we need to multiply a row with a number and add to another row. Or in other words, if you add these two rows, this will become 0. So the new R2, new second row will be R2 plus R1. Is it okay? So when I do that, what will happen to this matrix? 1, 2, X. What did I write first? The one which do not change is written first. Add both, 0. Add both, 5. add both 2, add both 5. Did you understand? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Now
we can
listen.
directly add 2 rows, right?
Yeah, we can add or subtract 2 rows, no problem. You can multiply a row with a number and add to another row. All these are possible.
Sir,
Is it fine?
sir,
Yeah, yes, Austin.
sir, we could write it as -1 plus 1 into row 1. That way we could write.
Yes, that means what you mean to say is R2 is R2 plus -1 into R1. Am I right? This is what you're speaking, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the actual method. Suppose you have 1 and A here. You want to make this A 0. Then R2 minus 8 times R1. You multiply this with the same number. What was the number here? Multiply with R1 and subtract. That is a technique that you'll be applying. So here, that is the same thing only, R2 minus R1. Writing this way and writing this way means the same thing. But mentally, if you think operation, it will be easy. Or R here to become, oh, you have to subtract here, not add. So it becomes R2 plus R1. Is it clear to you? R2 minus whatever the number over here into R1. This is the formula to make 0. So tell me the formula now. All of you listen carefully. Listen here. Imagine I have a 3 by 3 matrix. 1, A, B. What will be the formula to make this A 0? Which row this belongs to?
Second.
Second row.
So which row is changing?
The second row.
R2 is changing. So R2 minus whatever the number here multiplied with R1, because R1 is always 1 there. Understood the formula?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, what is the method to make B 0?
R3 minus
R3 minus B.
B R1.
Times R1. Did you understand the idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay, again, if it is 1, minus 3 and 2, tell me the formula to make this minus 3 0. What is the formula? Which row?
The second row.
So we'll start with R2. Then minus, what is the number here? Minus 3. And with which should I multiply? With this.
1.
Got the technique?
Yes,
So
sir.
R2 plus 3 times R1.
Sir,
To make this, yeah.
third row you have to multiply by row 1 only.
Yeah, because wherever 1 is in first column, when you are using, you have to use this 1. Our unit matrix is like this, you know. So when you are changing this both, you will use this 1. When you are using this both, you will use this 1. When you are using this both, you will use this 1. You follow that? You got the technique that you'll understand when I do the problem more. At present, you just think about only first column. So what will be the formula to make this 2 0? Tell me the formula, George.
R3
R3
minus 2 into R1.
R1. Is it clear? Okay. Now imagine I have 1 year. Imagine now like this. I have 1 year, 0 year, 0 year. I made the middle one. I have 2 year and 4 year. Tell me the formula to make this 2 zeros. 2 should be converted to 0. This 2 should be converted to 0. Tell me the formula.
R1.
R1. Yes, Ananya. R1
Minus 2 into 1.
What is this 1? Which row it belongs? We can't write 1.
R2.
R2. We can't multiply with subtract a number. You have to multiply with a row and then subtract. That's why we have to multiply with R2. Okay. One more. One more. Nandana. Nandana is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Speak
sir.
of the formula for making this 4 0.
R3 minus
Minus. What is the number here?
4.
4. That only will come here. Whatever in place you want to make 0, that number will come here. And it should be multiplied with
R2.
R2. Okay. Even suppose this was 0, don't use R1. For middle rows, you have to use this middle one only. For the middle column to make 0, you must use only this one. Okay, let's imagine I have completed this much. 1, 0, 0. Now I have 2, -1, and 1. I want to make this 2, 0. What will be the formula?
R1 minus 2 into R3.
R3. Although I could have used R2, but don't use it. If you use that, the 0 will go away. You have to strictly follow this concept. To make this -1, 0, tell me the formula.
R2 minus.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me, Arpati. R2.
R2 minus minus 1 into R3.
Correct. Right. So it became R2 plus R1. Am I right? All of you followed?
Yes.
Yeah. Now can you try next one? Can you just give me 1 minute? Yeah. Come on. Tell me now how to do this problem. Everybody understood this technique? Okay, I'll ask few more students because this is the most important key for this type of problems. Row transformation. Ayush Singh, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are trying. I want to just try whether you have understood or not. You have to tell me the formula to make this 2, 0 and this -3, 0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
R2
R2. From R2, what I should do?
minus 2 R1.
R1. Very good. And what about the last column? Last -3. How to make -3, 0?
R3 minus -3 in bracket R1.
R1. Excellent. Very good. Very good, Ayush.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me try some other student now. Some names which I... Yeah. Sparsha Shetty. Sparsha Shetty. Yeah, you will answer me this.
Sir. Yes, sir.
How to make this 2, 0 and this 3, 0?
R2.
Now, which row is changing? You are making this one 0, no? Which row it belongs to?
The middle row.
No, when you need to make this 2, 0. So your formula will start from R1.
Okay. R1 minus 2 R2.
R2. Very good. And what about this one?
R3 minus 3 R2.
R2. Very good. Now I want to ask a student little more. I'm making it little more interesting. Imagine you made this 0, this 0. Then I made this 1. I have here 2 and 1. All right. I want to make this 2, 0. Abhijit, can you answer? Abhijit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How to make that 2, 0?
R3.
Yeah. Which row is changing? The row number which changes.
R1.
R1.
Minus 2. R.
Should I take R2 or R3? This is a question.
R2.
No, you should take only R3 for this. If you take R2, the 0 that you have here will go away. Understood? When you do the operation, that you'll understand. So you have to stick to this rule. To make this 2 zeros, you must use only R3. To make this 2, 0, you must use R2. To make this 2, 0, you must use R1. You have to stick to this rule. So you have to do R3 only. We don't have a choice of taking R2, although it is 1 year. If you do that, the 0 will go away when you do the operation. Okay. Abhijit, did you get the idea? This is the most important. Yeah. If the first column, use R1. If it is a second column, use R2. If it is a third column, use R3. Okay. Now, one more student I want you to answer. Let me check one more student who can answer. Parth.
Yes, sir.
Can you answer me how to make this 1, 0? this 1 0?
R2 minus 1 R3.
Very good. I think everybody has understood. I believe that everybody has understood. So I'm going to proceed with my problems. So how to make 1, I have not taught you. I have taught you only how to make zeros. Okay. Now, so all of you understood how I made the 0. I think all of you understood. R2 minus, look at this, minus 1 here. So 2 minuses came, that's why it became plus. Now to make this 5, 1, I have to make this 5, 1. Do you agree with that? 8, 2, 2 should be made 1. I
Yes.
must divide R2 by 5. There's no other way to do it. If I would have done R2 minus 2 times R1, just give me some urgent call I am having. Yeah. So now if suppose I would have done R2 minus 2 R1, can you see this? 5 minus 2 into 2, I would have got 1. I could have made this 1 by this formula. But if I do that, this 0 that I made also will change. Did you understand this point? Once again, I'll explain. I have 2 options to make this 5 1. I have 2 options to make this 5 1. One method is divide R2 by 5. Another method is from R2 2 times R1, if I subtract, then also 5 will become 1. Is it fine? Have you heard me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if I do the first operation, absolutely no problem. If I do the second operation, what will happen? Just have a look at it. The most important thing I'm explaining here. So when I multiply R2, here R2 is 0, minus 2 times R1. R1 is 1 here, and I would end up here minus 2. I would end up here 0. The 1 I will end up, here I'll end up with 2, and here I would end up with 3. But what I made 0 is gone. Did you understand that? Did you follow this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you are not supposed to do any other operation. If you do any other operation, what you did 0 will go away. So I'm going to divide R2 by 5. So it became 1, 2, 0, 1. X is equal to 0, 1, 2 by 5 and 1. Is it okay? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
followed? Okay. Now I want one of you to answer me how to make this 2, 0. Kashish Tiwari,
Yes, sir.
how will you make that 2, 0? What formula should I use?
R1 minus 2 R2.
R1 minus 2 R2. Can you please help me out in calculating it? This only R1 will change. So I don't have, I'll write this R1 and keep it ready for you. Yeah. What will be the calculation here? R1 minus 2 R2. R1 became 1 minus 2 times
0.
So did you notice that this number is not changing? Everybody notice this? By this formula, the 1 doesn't change. Now tell me what will happen to this 2? Kashish,
2
continue.
will become 2 minus 2, 0.
It will become 0. Now what will happen to this 0? Tell me.
0 minus 2 into 0 minus 4 by 5.
4 by 5. Very good. 0 minus 4 by 5. And what will happen to this 1?
1 minus 2 minus 1.
Minus 1. So what is my x now? So this is a unit matrix. Unit matrix multiplied with x will be x only. Unit matrix is like number 1. 1 multiplied with x is what? X only. So your answer is minus 4 by 5, minus 1, 2 by 5, 1. Is that fine with everybody? Have you understood
Yes,
this
sir.
procedure?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, tell me.
So that part na where R2 divided by 5, there I had little net issue na. Means I didn't understand why you took 5 over there.
I needed 1, no? How the unit matrix looks like? 1, 0,
Yeah,
1, 0.
alternate.
So I need the 1 here. So how to make this 5, 1? How to make that 5, 1? There
Divide
are
by
2
5.
methods. Divide by 5 is one method. Other method is you can multiply this with the 2 and subtract. 2 into 2, 4, 5. R2 minus 2 times R1. I could have done this also, no?
Yes, sir.
If I do that, this 0 will go
That
away.
0 goes away.
Goes away. So we cannot do that. So only option with us is to divide by 5.
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? Okay. Have you
Yes,
written
sir.
or not written? You want time
No,
to
sir,
write?
I'm writing.
Yes. Have you written?
Sir,
All of you?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
No,
Just
sir.
make it step 1, step 3, step 4. What is the formula we used here? Write the formula also. R2 divided by 5. Then what is the step number? R1 minus 2 times R2. Is it fine? Can I give you one more practice?
Sir, 1 minute writing.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, right. One student will speak to me continuously. You want me to select whose connectivity is good in the speaker? Yes, I'll select a student. Gaurang.
Yes, sir.
You are there in the
Yes, sir.
class? Yeah, you will speak
Yes,
to me. You'll keep your audio on, okay? So
Yes,
first
sir.
we'll start with AX equal to B. Now tell me what should I write after that?
Ax equal to B.
Now next, what should I do?
After that, bracket.
Matrix.
Matrix 1.
1, 1, 1, 2. You
1,
need to
1,
just
1,
tell me
2.
replace X and B. Replace A and B.
Okay.
Like you don't
So
have
this
to.
is
Okay,
step 1, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can write with me.
This is step 1, no?
The step 1 is no, not a step 1. Step 1 is what? Making A1121, A2120, A2221, and A1220. These are the steps. Other things, it's just substitute only, no? So don't call it as a step. This is given. I've just substituted what is given. Okay, Gaurang,
Yes, sir.
tell me what is my first step. This is already done.
The first step is to make 0 now.
Yeah, I must make this 1 0. A22 should be made 0.
Yeah.
A21 should be made 0. So can you tell me the formula?
Yeah.
What is the formula?
The formula is R2. R2 equal to R2 plus R1.
Plus, if you do, it will become 2, no?
Minus, sorry, sir, minus.
R2 minus 1 times R1. What is our formula? 1A. So R2 minus A times R1. Right now? So
yes, sir.
R2 minus R1. Yeah. Now give me the calculation. First row not changing. So fill up the things which don't change, so that our confusion will be less.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now do yourself calculation and tell me the answer after you calculate.
Yes.
Find matrix X if AX equal to B. Can you start? First you write AX equal to B. Replace A 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 4. Into X equal to B. So our steps are A11 should be made 1, A2120, A3120. After that, middle one, A22 should be made 1, A22 should be made 1, then A1220 and A3220. Then you must make this 4-1, that is A33 should be made 1, A1320 and A2320. Did you understand the order of steps? One in each column should be done first. Has anybody done the first step? Which row you are making 0? This what you have to do now? One of you tell me.
So the
R2
first step
minus
it is
minus
already
of
1.
R1
Yeah. R2 minus of minus means plus.
plus R1.
If you want to make this also, you can do the same step only, because this is only not changing, others it can be changed. R3 minus R1. Do these two steps together. These two steps you can do together. These two steps you can take together. These two steps you can do together in one column only. So the new R2, I'm writing here new R2. R2, new R3.
Sir,
Yeah, Polo.
so numbering is right over there, means A1, 2 means over there.
Yeah, this you write in the side for you to understand. It is not in the exam, you don't have to write it.
Sir, after A2 to A12 comes.
After A22, A12, after this one, this should be made a 0. Can you see me? After making this one 1, 2, 1. Okay. Listen carefully. After making this 1, you should make this 2 and this 2 zeros. Same way, after making this 4, 1, you should make this 2 zeros. Is it fine? So making
Okay.
1 is the first job in each column. So did you calculate this? Can anybody tell me the calculation? This row R2
0, 3,
0,
5,
3, 5,
0, 3,
3,
5,
5,
0, 1, 2,
2.
and here
2.
2, 1 plus 1. R2 plus R1 is very easy to calculate. Just add. R3 minus R1, just subtract. R3, start from here. You must start from here.
0,
R3 minus
0,
R3 minus R1.
0,
R3 minus R1. R3 minus R1. Just speak in mind like that. Now tell me what to do next after that. So we did this 3 option. This is over. This is over. This is over. This is over. Now we have to come to this.
A2 to 1.
A2 to 1. A2 is this 3. So what is the option I have? Tell me what option I have. Nobody in the class, just give me a side.
R2
Yeah.
2 minus
minus R1.
R2 minus R1. Now don't write, okay? I want to teach you what is a problem. So don't write, please don't write. If I do R2 minus R1, what will happen to the 0?
It will become minus 1.
It will become minus 1. So you cannot use that. If you want, you could have used this position number, but that is being 0, I can't do anything. Did you understand this point?
Divide by 3.
So divide by 3 is the only option in this problem. But if it was 1 year, so imagine this was 1 year. In that case, I could have done R2 minus 2 R1. 3 minus 2 is 1, no? R2 minus 2 R3, not R1, R3. R2 minus 2 R3, because both are 0, here it would not affect. But you cannot use this to make the 0. Is that clear to everybody? Has everybody understood? Anybody not understood what I explained just now? They are the secret of the problems. Okay. So what was the number here? I forgot. 3, no?
3.
3.
Yeah. Now write R2 divided by 3. You don't have an option there to divide.
So in the third row, second number is 0.
So, just to explain, I had used that, then I forgot. Thank you, Parinita. Yes. So this is also done. This is also done. Now A12 to 0, this should be converted to 0. And A32 to 0, this is also done already. So you have only one step here. Tell me the formula.
R1 minus 2 R2.
Very good, Chirag. I like that way of answering. It's a very big motivation.
Sir, why this R2 divided by 3? We have to make that 0 or what?
No, you have to make one unit matrix. How do you write the unit matrix? 1, 0, 0. Middle में 1 होता है ना unit matrix में.
Yes, it middle should be 1, but
so 3 के जगह पे 1 चाहिए ना. So if you divide by 3 only 1 आएगा ना.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had to use the same formula.
Same formula if you use, it becomes 0 there. So making 1, you have to use either division, interchanging, and so on.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Is it fine with everybody now? So now next calculation, can you tell me? So no change in this rows. There is no change here. Only the first row there's a change. R1 minus 2 R2. 1 minus 2 times 0. 2 minus 2 times 0. Here 3 minus Atharva 2 times 5 by 3. Please unmute. R1 minus 2 times R. Oh, what did I do? R1, no, R2, no?
R2.
Yeah. So 3 minus, this is 0. Now 3 minus 2 times 5 by 3. So how much it became?
Minus
answer?
1 by 3.
So 9 minus 10 by 3, no? So minus 1.
Minus 1 by 3.
Then again R1 minus 2 times R3. R1 is 1 here. R1 is 1 minus 2 times R3 is 2 by 3. R2,
Minus 1 by 3.
Yes, minus 1 by 3. Very good. Now we have to make these two zeros. Minus 1 by 3 and 5 by 3 zeros. So this is also done directly. We don't have to do that. Now only this is left. I don't have space, so what I'll do, I'll just make some small space here. Yeah. So what is not going to change? The last row is not going to change. What is the formula? Tell me how to make this minus 1 by 3 0. Yes, yes. 11, I want the, yeah, I'm done. Very good. Okay, let's check. So I want to make this minus 1 by 3 0. So formula will be R1 plus 1 by 3 into R3. Is it fine? Minus of minus 1 by 3. 2 bar minus आएगा इसलिए plus हो गया. And R2 minus 5 by 3 times R3. So मेरा आंसर हो गया. ये कैलकुलेशन का जरूरत नहीं है, ये भी कैलकुलेशन का जरूरत नहीं है, ये भी कैलकुलेशन का जरूरत नहीं है. सिर्फ आपको ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में कैलकुलेट करना है. R1 plus 1 by 3 into R3. R1 is how much? Minus 1, no? Minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. 0 हो गया ना? 0. R2 minus 5 by 3. 2 by 3 minus 5 by 3. So minus 1 and 1. So your matrix X is 0, minus 1, 1. Please ask if you are not understood. The last step.
So that R1 and R2 calculated together, no?
R1?
At the same time.
Atharva, I'm not getting it.
Sir, that R1 and R2 we can calculate together, no? At the same time.
R1 and R2, I didn't get you. How can
That 1 by 3 and 5 by 3.
Last step, yeah. This one, yeah. Minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 times 1. Minus 3 minus 1 by 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is this clear to everybody? You understood this concept?
Sir.
Yeah, we'll practice a little more now.
Just a minute.
Yeah, those are. Let me check for one more question. So as usual, first step, all of you write down. If you have finished writing the question, AX equal to B. replace here. Right letter small, okay? Otherwise, we don't get space to complete. Now stop for a minute for the first step. Don't proceed. What is the best method to make this 1? A11 should be made 1. What's the best? Yes?
Divided by 2?
No, don't
R3
division.
minus
Division
R1.
make you fractions.
Oh,
We can.
okay.
Division is
R3
also a
minus
correct
R2.
method. It's not wrong method. It's a correct method. But it will become fractions and your calculation become very difficult. Yes, tell me. What is the other method?
R3 minus R1.
R3,
R1
R1,
minus R2.
R1 minus R2. That is also correct. But the best method is interchange. We don't have any calculation in it. So what is the method I'm using? R1 and R2 you interchange. So whenever interchanging possibility is there, always do that because it has got least calculation. So 1, 2, 3, 2 minus 1, 1, 3, 1 minus 4 into x. When you interchange here, you also have to interchange. Is it fine with everybody? So the first step, if you make a different method, then the whole steps will be different, but final answer will be correct. It's not compulsory that you should do interchanging, or you could have done like what Pranita said, R1 minus R2 also. Then, but my calculation and your calculation will be different. That's all. But final answer will be same. Now make the formula for next. What I have to do next one? 2 steps I'm doing together. A2120 and A3120. This is my aim. For making that, R2 dash is R2 minus 2
Minus
R1.
2 R1.
And R3 dash is R3 minus 3 R1. Okay, did you calculate it? Just mentally try to do it. Multiply with minus 2. See what I do like this. Whenever I have a problem, no, I'll write into minus 2. 2 minus 2, 0. Minus 1, minus 4, minus 5. 1 minus 6. 1 minus 16. Did you understand my method? Whatever I have to multiply, I'll just write it over here. Then start from here. 2 minus 2. Minus 1 minus 4. 1 minus 6. Like that. Now what is the next number? Next number I need to multiply with minus 3. So it's minus 3. Minus 3. 3 minus 3. 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6. Minus 4 minus 9. 1 minus 24.
Sir, I'm not getting this second step. Why to multiply by minus 3 and minus 2?
What is the formula? Did you understand the formula?
Yes.
What? Give me the meaning of this formula.
R
R2. R2 means what? 2.
2.
Minus 2 times R1. R1 किससे multiply? 2 से multiply करना है ना? So
Yes.
R2 minus 2. And minus 1 minus 4. And 1
like
minus
that.
6.
Okay,
Next
okay.
formula is minus 3, na? So either minus
Yes.
3. 3 minus 3. 1 minus 6. Minus
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you have to make this minus 5 1. So what is the best method?
Divide by minus 5.
Correct. Very good. A22 should be made 1. So, therefore, divide R2 by minus 5. Divide R2 by minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 1, 0, minus 5, minus 13 into x. 8, 3, minus 23. Oh, already answers 11. Pura answer दे दिया. So now we have to make 2 and minus 5 0. I must make A12 to 0 and A32 to 32. Third row, second column, 2 0. So there is no change in the middle row. What is the formula? I didn't write the formula.
R1 minus 2 R2.
R1 minus 2 R2 and
R3 minus
plus,
plus 5.
Whenever the sign here is negative, naturally it will be plus on the side. Minus of minus ho jata hai. So middle number I am writing. Please do your calculation yourself, otherwise you will not learn this.
5 R2 it is.
5 R2.
R2.
Yes. So the middle row is not changing, so write that first. Now what I'll do, I'll multiply with this with minus 2. So 1 minus 2, 1 minus, okay. 1 minus 0. 2 minus 2. 3 minus 2. 5 minus 6. Take minus 6. Then I have to multiply with the 5 and add. Plus 5 and add. R3 से शुरू करना है. 0 plus 0. Minus 5 plus 5. Minus 13 plus 5. Minus 23 plus 8. Minus 50. 8. 8 means 3.
So minus 8 will come.
Yeah. Yeah, minus 8. And minus 23 is also minus 8. Now what to do after this? Now you have to make A 3 3 2 1. So R3 divided by minus 8. Only 2 steps. R1 minus R3. R2 minus R3. I have to use R3 yet. Don't use R1 minus R2. If you do R1 minus R2, the 0 will go away. No need of any calculation now, because of what we wanted we already achieved. Only the calculation is this last one. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 1. Therefore, my answer x is equal to 1